Welcome to the DKHiz, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DKHiz, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because we be shoving it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. Apparently, Jacinto and Brooklyn are in a relationship and have moved in together and seem to be going strong. Okay? And shout out to them for making amends, for growing up, and moving forward in their relationship. I think Brooklyn is officially 18 now. Um, or is she about to turn 19? I think she's 18. She started dating Jacinko when she was like maybe 15, 16. I'm not sure which one, but I do know he was a couple years older than her. And at one point, it was brought out that, he's older and she's a minor, but technically they was only like what, like 2 or 3 years apart. He just happened to be over 18, and then that came out, and that was part of the reason why I feel like they split or whatever. So I feel like they gave her time to grow and mature, him time to grow and mature, experience. She experienced life of living by herself. He got to experience the same thing. They also was able to move together because she got tired and moved out her mom's house and in with Jay Cinco. But she said she wanted to keep her relationship private and not have a lot of people up in her business, which I can understand that. And she said she don't want people knowing what's her business because people was reporting on it. I was definitely one to report on it. I had even mentioned that he was probably over age before they even came out and said he was over age. So yeah, like duh. But at the same time, I don't really think it was a bad thing. Too much. It was a bad thing. I feel like when she moved in, but I don't think it was a bad thing because literally 2 3 years. That's usually the age group that girls like boys. Like they're gonna be at least 2 or 3 years older. But at the same time, it just sounds bad, it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? Someone like I really cared, but it was just like we had to pinpoint something because at that age, if you're that much older than somebody, it's easy to manipulate a younger person. And then people was talking about, oh, he was trying to have a come up and stuff like that. But in reality, over time, it seemed like it's proven that he really does have genuine feelings for Brooklyn and cares for her seemingly a lot, and she seems to care for him a lot. And they had part ways back and forth, but they were still in communication, and they were letting people know that they were just best friends, and they were just letting people know that they weren't gonna be sharing their business anymore, and they were gonna keep stuff private. And that's all good for them. Like I said, I don't really care whether they're together or not. He made an episode where he was crying or allegedly crying about her leaving. The next minute she came and did, asked him for help, and he was like, no. And I was like, okay, finally he set up to her. But at the end of the day, like, I just like to see their growth. Like, I feel like she's more mature. She knows what it means to help out in a household. I don't think she's gonna be pampered princess, even though, she'd be pampered somewhat, especially if they got it like that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, I do like seeing them together. It's as far as the look aesthetic, they're cute together. I feel like they're really cute together. But being cute together is not really important as being compatible in a relationship. I do kind of feel like they are compatible. Like I said, they are really good friends. She seems to understand him. He seems to understand her. They're attracted to each other. And they're good friends. So I feel like it could work. You know what I'm saying? If they both work hard and stuff like that, it definitely can go far. Because the main thing is having a foundation. If you have a solid foundation, you're good. And I feel like they've been dating for what, 3 4 years now, if not married. Y'all caught that. Playing, not playing. All right, so I had mentioned a couple videos back. Because I really feel like they played us, and that's the part I do not like. It's like you played us, bro. You really thought we weren't gonna figure out that y'all really never split, allegedly. That was all for play, for storylines. So people would get off y'all back and y'all tails about the age and the marriage, allegedly, and this and that proposal. They probably was blowing y'all fees up, and so to stop that, y'all had to act like y'all went together when obviously y'all probably was, because that makes more sense than us thinking y'all broke up but y'all in each other's faces 24/7. So I'm kind of insulted, just low key insulted, just a little bit. But I'm not gonna be too insulted because I know why you did it. Is because it's like it was a big issue, and it could have been a big issue blown up, and it also, was probably annoying having to address it all the time. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like who else did not think they was gonna get back together? Like me, I kind of knew it, especially if you're in somebody's face like every other day. You talking on the phone with somebody every day. Like, of course you're gonna get back together, bro. If you feel like they was gonna get back together, put pink hearts in the comment section now, down below. If you feel like they weren't gonna get back together, put red hearts in the comments, or just make the motherfucking comment down below. Appreciate you. Oh my freaking gosh. Becky, you know what I just realized? You're not subscribed. We on the road to 1K. Road to 1K. Subscribe while you're down there. Save the day. Yeah. Appreciate you. Only takes a little tap of the button. You hit the circle at the end or the circle at the bottom. You make a pick and we, never mind. All right, so yeah, I just don't like that they try to play with my top a little bit. Like they really act like I wasn't gonna figure the issue out. Like we knew y'all was together, bro. It was like it was kind of dumb to think y'all won together. The only reason why I was trying to think y'all won together because y'all kept saying y'all won together, but literally, it was the kissing for me, the pranks for me, the appearing in each other videos for me, the calling each other every day, and them like I'm just not ready to see him with nobody else. Like why? Because you with him, yeah. So I don't like that they try to play me too much, but at the same time, it's really like nobody's business. Cause allegedly, they actually could be married. Okay, they could be actually married because, like I said before, and that's alleged. That's definitely alleged. And maybe they didn't want people to know. And so they really is locked in, ain't no switching up. Because if you don't know, and I had mentioned it before, Brooklyn often wears this set of rings. And most promise rings is what they call it. But most promise rings have one ring. But this one had a band, okay? And it was looked like a wedding ring and band, okay? So it was like the diamond or whatever. And she wears that a lot. Now, I think she wears it on her ring finger sometime, and then sometimes not on her ring finger. But the point is, it's a mother freaking ring. And speaking of that, it's another female who does that as well that I'm not too happy about right now. But it's like you wearing a whole band, and it was either giving me I'm manifesting you back or I'm married. And that was like 2, 3 years ago. She's been wearing this ring. So if that's the case, and let's say they did get married, that would be a lot of speculation, and that would be a reason to act like y'all ain't cool on that level. However, if you do understand, she did move out the house allegedly somewhat when she was like 16 or 17. And her mom did something similar with her dad. So, and her mom is doing very, very, very well for herself. And I know Brooklyn, we've been knowing Brooklyn to be a girl, a woman, who can take care of her own, herself, or whatever. So it wouldn't surprise me that she followed in her mother's footsteps, or it would surprise me that, like some cultures, they believe, it's okay to get married at certain ages, and I think now the age limitation is younger and younger. Shoot, maybe even 16 at this point to get married. I don't know. And as long as you have your parent or mother consent, then people can do anything. Not saying that they are married, but it would surprise me if they was married. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, the whole "we're not together" bit was getting on my nerves, honestly. And when I saw it and thought about it, I'm like, they sat here and it was together the whole time. Because Brooklyn was like, I don't want nobody in my business, and if I got something going on, you would never know. Baby, we know. Well, some of us know. Don't don't think you that slick. Like, only reason I was trying not to say y'all was together or married or any of that, T, was because of the fact that y'all said it. But at the end of the day, it wasn't adding up. It wasn't making sense. That's why y'all really have to be mindful of what feelings you get about stuff. It was just all the way off, all the way not adding up because Jacinko boxing Deshinko in his feelings every time somebody was around Brooklyn, Brooklyn in her feelings, saying she didn't want to see nobody with Jacinko. Like that makes more sense for y'all to be in a relationship than not in a relationship acting like y'all in a relationship. So that was getting on my nerves, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we kind of knew, but at the same time, y'all lied and said y'all weren't together. So yeah, we had to do that. So my next question is, was this a surprise to Monique Carrillo or Deshae Frost that they were still together? That's another question because some YouTube influencers play the scene, they play and do fake stuff for the cameras, but behind the scenes, it's a whole nother story, of course, right? Um, I've done it, just entertainment purposes only. I say and do a lot of stuff that I probably wouldn't do in real life, you know what I'm saying? But some stuff I do, you know what I'm saying? Um, but at the end of the day, it's like, if the mom knew, she needs a acting award because she really act like she didn't know. For real, for real. So apparently, the Shay is not the only actor in the world, in the family over there. And my next question is this: Shay knew because he sure did give Jacinko a right that he would never forget. But the Shay is an actor, so he easily could have known too. And that fight would have thrown everybody out because they was fighting for vengeance that day, boy. And it's so much so that man that had the little short shirt on. I want to see him in the ring for sure, for sure. Who want to see that dude that had that short shirt on in the ring? That was Jay Cinco people. Get him in the ring. Put him in there. I want to see him with that short shirt on, fighting. And him and the judge, the one that had no shoes on. Both of them need to be in the ring fighting. The one that said Jay Cinco won. Anyway, let me stop. So y'all let me know down below. Did you suspect that they never split up either? Or did you have no idea and you think this is all cap and not true? Because it very much could not be true. I'm just a person that talks about what I see. Okay, kind of like a reviewer of things I see. Okay, so what I saw wasn't adding up with what was going on. But what I've been seeing recently with her wearing a ring and they can't get enough of each other and he and her videos and this and that, it makes sense that they never split up. Just think about it. She was about to go on tour with him, then they stopped that because people started talking. She was, you know, apartment shopping with him. Like it's just so much stuff that makes more sense that they were still together. You know what I'm saying? Jacinko being in his feelings every time somebody looked at her. Yeah. But it's okay. I'm not mad, but I'm more sad that it's like people gotta lie to live their lives and people gotta fake it to make it. And you could be really feeling somebody and you really can't express how you feel because of how people are gonna judge, perceive your relationship. And a lot of people feel like they got to keep their relationships private and fake it till they make it. But apparently, we got some people in the family that's not actors, Jay Cinco and Brooklyn, because that was terrible. If you thought we was gonna buy that y'all weren't together, but you know what? When she cut his hair, did think they split up after that, and apparently now he may be trying to grow it back or at least do a little something with it. I don't know, but it was fine either way. But y'all, y'all might not need to act because but at the end of the day, when you have feelings, it's hard to act like you don't have feelings for a person when you really have feelings. That's how I be, making my predictions on relationships, stuff like that. Because you really can't fake feelings. Like if you really don't like a person, it's gonna show by the things that you do or say. If you really do like a person, that's gonna show too. And so, with that being said, it was definitely giving me that they liked each other. All right, so y'all let me know down below if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you do so. Definitely come back and see us, ring that bell so you can see more. But let me know, do you think that Shay and Monique were in on it? Do you think they knew? Or do you think that they really didn't know and that they were blindsided? Because it's kind of giving me that they would have had to have known because Monique, like I said, she did a similar situation with Brooklyn's them's father, and she's from a different culture that they probably do agree to that kind of stuff. She's not from her family's not really from the U.S. She has like a Filipino background, so it would make sense that that would be normal if that makes sense. And also, the Shay, they tell him everything and they're so close knit, it would kind of be like, why wouldn't they tell him? You know what I'm saying? So, and the fact that he kept saying that him and Jay Cinco were actually cool, but he just be racking on her, just be racking on him. So, I guess they could have all played us and finessed us on the cool, but at the end of the day, social media, YouTube, sometimes can really just be for entertainment purposes only, just like this video. Everything I said is alleged tea, not confirmed or denied, because I don't know these people. So believe what they say because I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm just speaking on what I saw and what I think. Now tell me what you think. Of course, down below. And if I didn't say it already, and if I didn't stress it enough, please subscribe. We love to have you in the fam bam. Okay? And don't think I'm trying to be shady. I just talk about the things that people may not want to talk about or they thought it and just didn't say it. I'm just going to say it here today at the His House. Because you know how we get down at the His House. We're going to run our mouth. And that just is what it is. About whatever, whoever, whatever topic. Hey, it could be you next. Who knows? It might even be me. I even talk about me on this. So, you good. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at the His House for your alleged tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more. So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe, especially if you've been here before. Come back again and again. But subscribe and join the fam bam. We'd love to have you. And if you liked anything that was said on today or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree. And comment down below.